He's 32 years old. He owns property. He has a Roth IRA and maxes out his HSA contributions. He meal preps on Sundays. He goes to therapy every other Thursday. He has his life together in every measurable way except one. He refuses to define what you are after 6 months of acting exactly like a couple. You've met his friends. You've stayed over 47 times. You've discussed his childhood trauma and his career goals and his opinion on whether AI will destroy humanity. But when you casually mentioned being exclusive, he said he's not really looking for anything serious right now. He's not serious, but he's seriously wasting your time. Welcome to the Situationship, where a grown man with a retirement plan can't commit to calling you his girlfriend, but can commit to using your HBO Max password. It's Friday night. You're getting ready because he texted 3 hours ago, "Wanna hang tonight?" Not, "I'd love to see you." Not, "I've been thinking about you all week." Just, "Wanna hang." The bare minimum invitation that requires the least emotional investment. You said yes because you always say yes, because you've convinced yourself that if you're cool enough, patient enough, understanding enough, he'll eventually realize you're worth the commitment. You arrive at his place at 8:47 p.m. He's wearing the gray Henley you said you liked. He ordered Thai food from the place you mentioned once in passing 3 weeks ago. He remembered. He's attentive. He's thoughtful. He asks about your day and actually listens to your answer. He's doing everything a boyfriend would do, except he's not your boyfriend, because labels are unnecessary and put too much pressure on something that should develop naturally. You eat dinner on his couch, his very nice couch, in his 2-bedroom apartment that he bought, not rented, because he's financially responsible and planning for his future. A future that apparently has room for index funds, but not for a relationship status. You watch a movie. He puts his arm around you. It feels comfortable, familiar, like you've done this 100 times because you have. This is your routine. Every Friday, sometimes Wednesdays, occasionally spontaneous Tuesdays. You're basically dating. You're just not allowed to call it that. After the movie, he initiates, because that's the other part of the routine. You sleep together. It's good. He's attentive here too. Afterwards, you're lying there and he traces patterns on your shoulder while talking about some podcast he listened to about stoicism and emotional regulation. The irony of a man who won't commit to a relationship explaining Stoic philosophy is completely lost on him. You stay over. You wake up Saturday morning to the smell of coffee. He's making breakfast, eggs, toast, the expensive orange juice from Whole Foods. He's wearing sweatpants and his reading glasses. He looks domestic, settled, like someone who's ready for a relationship, except he's explicitly stated he's not. His phone buzzes multiple times. He glances at it, smiles slightly, doesn't explain. You don't ask because asking would violate the unspoken rules of the situationship. You're not his girlfriend, so you don't get girlfriend privileges like knowing who's texting him or feeling secure enough to express discomfort. You're eating breakfast and he mentions his company's holiday party in December. It's September. You should come. It'll be fun. He's inviting you to a work event 3 months from now, but can't call you his girlfriend today. The cognitive dissonance should be shocking, but at this point, you're numb to it. Later, you're scrolling Instagram on his couch while he showers. His phone is face up on the coffee table. A text preview appears. "Still on for drinks tomorrow?" Smiley face. From someone named Jessica. You don't recognize the name. He has multiple female friends. That's fine. That's healthy, except you're not allowed to have an opinion about it because you're not his girlfriend. He emerges from the shower. You mention you should probably head home. He looks disappointed. Or did he? I was thinking we could check out that new bookstore in Silver Lake. He wants to spend the whole day with you, doing couple activities in public, where people might see you and reasonably assume you're together. But you're not together. You're just two people who spend every weekend together and have established routines and inside jokes and know each other's coffee orders and trauma responses. You go to the bookstore. He buys you a book you mentioned wanting to read, $34. He doesn't hesitate. He's generous. He's thoughtful. He holds doors. He asks your opinion. He touches your lower back when you're crossing the street. He does everything right except the one thing that matters. On the drive back to his place, his friend Tyler calls, speakerphone. "Hey man, what are you up to?" He says, "Just out with a friend." A friend. You're sitting right there. You've been naked together approximately 83 times. You know his mother's maiden name and his social security number because you helped him file a dispute with Equifax. But you're a friend. Sunday morning, you finally go home, back to your apartment where you live alone with your thoughts and the growing realization that you're in a relationship with someone who won't acknowledge the relationship exists. You text your best friend Mia, "I think I need to have the talk." Mia responds immediately, "Finally, how long has it been now?" 6 months, almost 7. "Babe, he's never gonna commit. He has everything he wants. Why would he change the arrangement?" She's right. You know she's right. He gets all the benefits of a relationship: emotional support, physical intimacy, companionship, someone to attend bookstores with, without any of the accountability. You're the girlfriend experience without the girlfriend title. You're the free trial that never expires. Monday at work, your coworker Emma is showing off her engagement ring. She's been dating her fiancé for 8 months, 2 months longer than your situationship. You congratulate her. You mean it. But inside, you're calculating, if Emma can get engaged after 8 months, why can't you get a relationship label after 6 months? You text him during lunch, "Hey, can we talk sometime soon?" He responds 3 hours later, "Sure. Everything okay?" Everything is not okay. Nothing has been okay for months, but you've been performing cool girl so convincingly that he genuinely thinks everything is fine. "Yeah, just want to discuss some stuff, in person." You're giving him a heads up, warning him, preparing him for the conversation he's been avoiding since month 2. "Sounds serious, LOL. Want to come over Wednesday?" Wednesday. You have to wait until Wednesday to have a conversation about whether you're allowed to call yourself his girlfriend. Meanwhile, he'll continue his life exactly as it is, unburdened by the emotional labor you're currently performing. Wednesday, 7:34 p.m. You're back at his place. He ordered pizza from the artisanal place that cost $47. He's trying, or maybe he's preemptively softening the blow. You're sitting on opposite ends of his expensive couch, the one you've had sex on, the one you've watched 43 movies on, the one that's basically partially yours at this point, but legally and emotionally belongs only to him. "So what do you want to talk about?" he asks, genuinely clueless or pretending to be. You've rehearsed this. You've written bullet points. You've consulted Mia. You've read 3 articles about how to define the relationship. You're prepared. You're calm. You're reasonable. I think we should talk about what we're doing, what this is.
His face does this thing, this micro-expression that you've learned to recognize over 6 months. It's the face he makes when a conversation is heading somewhere he doesn't want to go. "What do you mean?" he asks, buying time, pretending he doesn't know exactly what you mean. "We've been seeing each other for 6 months. We spend most of our free time together. We're sleeping together. I've met your friends. You've met mine. But we've never actually talked about labels or exclusivity or what we're calling this." He leans back, crosses his arms. I thought we were just enjoying each other's company, keeping things casual. Casual. 6 months. Casual. You've attended his friend's wedding together. You've helped him pick out a couch. You know his dental history, but sure, casual. Does casual mean we're not exclusive? You ask, keeping your voice level, performing calm, while internally screaming. I mean, we've never talked about that. I assumed we were both free to see other people if we wanted. There it is, the bomb. He's been operating under the assumption that you're not exclusive, while you've been operating under the assumption that spending every weekend together means something. You've been reading the same book, but in completely different languages. Are you seeing other people? Your voice cracks slightly. You hate that it cracks. You hate that you care this much about someone who clearly doesn't care the same way. I've been on a couple dates, nothing serious. I didn't think I needed to tell you because we're not... we never said we were exclusive. Jessica. The drinks, the text message. It all makes sense now. He's been dating other people while treating you like a girlfriend in every way except the way that matters. You're the main rotation girl who thought she was the only girl. So what am I to you? You ask. And you hate how desperate the question sounds. How small. How pathetic. He sighs. Actually sighs. Like you're being difficult. Like you're the problem for wanting clarity after 6 months of emotional investment. You're important to me. I care about you. I just don't think I'm ready for something serious right now. I'm focusing on my career, my therapy, my personal growth. His personal growth. He's 32 with a 401k and a therapist and a meal prep routine, and he's still not ready for a relationship. He'll never be ready, because not ready is code for not with you. You leave. Not dramatically. You don't slam doors or throw the book he bought you. You just quietly collect your toothbrush, the one you left there in month 3 when this started feeling permanent, and your phone charger, and your dignity. Then you leave. In your car, you sit for 11 minutes before starting the engine. Your hands are shaking. Not from anger, from clarity. The kind of clarity that comes when someone finally says out loud what you've been refusing to acknowledge. They don't want what you want. They never did. You were just convenient. Available. Easy. You drive home. You block his number. Not out of spite, out of self-preservation. Because if you don't block him, he'll text in 4 days with, "Hey, I miss you," and you'll respond because you're still holding on to hope that he'll change his mind. He won't. Men who want relationships have relationships. Men who don't want relationships have situationships with women who keep hoping they'll become the exception. Your phone buzzes. It's Mia. How'd it go? You voice text back while sitting in your driveway. I think I just ended a relationship that was never a relationship. She responds, growth. Proud of you. Come over. I have wine and a Google Doc of red flags we're going to review. You walk into your apartment. The one you live in alone. The one that's smaller and less nice than his, but is fully yours. No shared space with someone who won't claim you. No toothbrush in someone else's bathroom. No waiting for someone to decide you're worth committing to. You open your dating apps. You deleted them in month 2 because you thought you were building something. You weren't. You were auditioning for a role that was never actually available. But now you're back. Swiping. Reading profiles. Looking for someone who actually wants what you want, instead of someone who wants all the benefits with none of the labels. Your first match messages, "Hey, your profile made me laugh. Would love to take you to dinner this weekend if you're free. I'm looking for something real, not just casual." Dinner. Weekend. something real. Complete sentences. Clear intentions. This is what normal looks like. This is what you forgot you deserved. You respond. You make plans. Real plans. Not wanna hang, but an actual day, time, and restaurant. You're not healed. You're not over it, but you're done being someone's maybe. Done being the girlfriend without the title. Done accepting breadcrumbs from men with retirement accounts who can't commit to anything except their investment portfolio. He'll text eventually. They always do. When they realize you're actually gone. When they miss the convenience of your presence. He'll say he made a mistake. That he's ready now. That he wants to try for real. And you'll remember this moment. This Wednesday night where he chose casual over you. Where he had 6 months to choose you and chose keeping his options open instead. And you won't respond. Because some lessons cost 6 months and your dignity. And you're not paying that price again. If you just realized you've been in a situationship with someone who treats commitment like it's a terminal diagnosis, welcome to clarity. It's uncomfortable, but necessary. Subscribe for more modern dating disasters that'll make you feel less alone in this mess. And if you're wondering why you keep attracting emotionally unavailable people, check out our video on anxious attachment and why you're attracted to people who can't love you back. Because, spoiler alert, this pattern isn't random. And understanding it might save you the next 6 months of your life.